What's up, everybody? This is Eric the Tech Preacher from AskEazyComputerSolutions. So I got 3 years of phones here. I got 2017 phones, I have 2018 phones, and I have 2019 phones. The purpose of this video is to go all the way back throughout the years and see how they've aged over software updates. Did they get the latest and greatest software updates? Maybe the latest and greatest Android software updates? Do they get security patches or everything in between? Because think about this. You bought a phone on maybe AT&T 30-month program. These phones may be in your pocket. You never know. Do you even trust these brands anymore? One of the reasons why people get high-end flagships is because of some of the low-end devices, the mid-tier devices that don't get support. So in this video, I picked a few phones from 2017, 2018, and 2019, and we're going to see what kind of software updates, and I'm going to give you my opinion about all these phones. Sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another video. So I got a couple of phones here. I just kind of picked some random phones from a few years ago. And the main purpose of this video is to kind of give you how phones have aged. One of the reasons why people go with flagships like Samsung, Apple, is because you know that they're going to give you full support, security patches, and updates, right? A lot of people believe that you get support when you buy the big dogs. Well, I bought some random devices here, and let's go to see how they age. All right, so I have the LG G6 here. I got the Motorola X4. I have the new Mobile G3G. All right, and I have the Razer Phone 2. I have the OnePlus 6T. I have the LG G8, and I have the Galaxy Note 9. Now, all these devices came out in different years, and the purpose of this video to see how they have aged. We all know that Samsung is flagships. We know that LG is flagships. We know that OnePlus is flagships. We know that Motorola sometimes they support their devices, but not all the time. All right, guys, so I pulled the software information on all these devices, and surprisingly, I've been liking Motorola. Motorola been supporting their devices for a very long time, and it's no different here. The LG G6 is still stuck on Android 8.0 with January 1st, 2019. So this device is not getting no more TLC. This device is getting nothing, no software updates, no nothing since January of 2019, which is a shame. The LG G6 is a fantastic phone, but this device is not getting any support whatsoever. The Motorola X4 is still getting support. The last support that this device got was in January of 2020. That's surprising. This phone, again, in 2017, have received software updates up to January 2020. So shouts out to Motorola for supporting the device for so long. So we got the new Mobile 3G, again, a 2017, this is going to be a 2018 device, right? A 2018 device still stuck on Android 8.0 with March 5th, 2020. So it's still getting some security patches and some support and some bug fixes, but still Android 8 is absolutely ridiculous on a 2018 device. Then if you look at the Razer 2, which look, Razer has completely abandoned the program. It's stuck on Android 9, but it does have March 5th, 2020 security patch. So it's still supporting the device. We're still waiting on a Razer 3. I don't know what's going on with Razer, but that's here or there. But the OnePlus 6T is on April 1st, right? Security patch running Android 10. Now that is remarkable. OnePlus have always supported the devices. OnePlus have always made sure that the devices is up to date to the latest and greatest software and Android as far as the operating system. So OnePlus right now, I love OnePlus right now because OnePlus all their devices is on Android 10. I mean, they getting full support. It don't matter if you got 3-year-old device or maybe a 4-year-old device. OnePlus is supporting the device. So shouts out to OnePlus for putting the OnePlus 6T on Android 10. Now we got the LG G8. It's running Android 10 with April 1st security patch. And we got the Galaxy Note 10 Plus running Android 10 on March security patch in 2020. Look, here's the thing about these devices. And I know we talk about this a lot on this YouTube channel about support and bug fixes and the next iteration of Android. One of the things that a lot of people do is they get devices on contracts or device payment plans. So if you go on AT&T with 30 months, if you buy a device in 2020, that means that in your mind, you want to keep that device up to maybe 2023. You want to keep the device 2.5 to 3 years, right? A lot of people like to keep the devices till the wheels fall off. Well, you want to know how companies treat their customers when they come down to support. This is one of the reasons why people go with Galaxy phones, which is Samsung and Apple. And the reason why is because they know that Samsung and Apple and Motorola, for the most part, and LG, they're going to support the devices throughout the duration of your contract or device payment plan. Look, I've reviewed a lot of devices on this YouTube channel. And if I go back and look at all my 2017 devices, most of them will be stuck on Android 7.0 or maybe 8.0 with no support at all, no bug fixes, no security patches and stuff like that. So when you buy a device, you want to know how that device is going to age over time. Now, even if the average consumer might say, well, I don't worry about updates, I don't worry about this, at least security patches is very important. Not only that, but if you have a device that's buggy, that's slowing down on you, that have battery problems, the updates and support is what you want throughout the duration of your device payment plan. So I see why a lot of people say, you know what, no matter what, even though us, tech reviewers, we review oddball devices and stuff like that, you notice that they don't get the next iteration of Android. They don't get bug fixes. They don't get security patches. And that's a shame. So, for me as a tech preacher, I call them out for what they are. It's no way that 2017 devices still on Android 8.0. Shout out to Motorola with the Moto X4 that's been getting a lot of support. I mean, you talk about 2017 devices. And when I think about 2017 devices, again, it goes back to if you get something on device payment plans or even if you buy mid-tier phones or flagship phones, you still want that level of support. I didn't put the LG G7 in the mix. I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit, even though I put the LG G6 in there because I'm trying to prove a point. Sometimes flagships, right? Sometimes flagships is the one that lose support, and your mid-tier sometimes is the one that get more support than your flagships. So it begs the question, should you even buy a flagship? Should you buy a mid-tier? Should you trust these companies into making sure that you get support? Now, I know a lot of people say, well, easy, all I want to do is have a phone that works for me. And if it works for me, I'm not worrying about updates. But I beg to differ. Sometimes you do need some enhanced software updates. Sometimes you need your security patches. Sometimes you see the new iteration of Android, those new features, you want those new features carried over to your older device. This is what we pay for. When you pay $1,000 for a phone, you want the support, you want the longevity, you want the bug fixes, you want the security patches because you've paid so much for that phone. I think you, as an average consumer, is entitled to that. Because I mean, at the end of the day, why pay $1,000 for a phone and 1 year later it's not going to get support? Why pay over $1,000 for a phone when in 2 years it's definitely not going to get no support? So when you look at 2019 devices, right? The Galaxy phones and the LG phones running Android 10 with the latest updates, shouts out to them. When you get into 2018 devices, the Razer phone and the new mobile phone, you can forget about it. OnePlus, thumbs up. When you get into 2017 devices, look, here's the thing. The Moto X4 is still running Android 9. I think it's a viable source. You can buy this device for about $100, right? LG G6, I would not recommend. Android 8 on this device. I mean, no parts of Android 9 and no security patches, No support, no bug fixes, no nothing for the LG G6. And that's a shame on LG part that this device is a forgotten device. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your questions down below. I'm the tech preacher. I'm going to hold them accountable for what they do with their devices. This is why I hold on to these phones, because I like to do long-term reviews and see how they age over the course of years, not months, not days. I'm talking about years. That's why I hold on to these phones. This is Eric. See you guys on the next video. Peace.